Hi, I'm Mary Casanova, and I've been asked to share the story behind the story of One Dog Canoe. Now, this little dog is not the dog that inspired the story, but she certainly brings a lot of love in my life. My husband and I have had a lot of dogs over the years, and this is Nellie. If we do a good job, maybe Nellie will sing for us at the end of my sharing here. We'll see how it goes. One Dog Canoe, like everything I've written, comes from an experience or something that has happened in life or something that inspired me. So I want to tell you what happened. I meet with other writers every summer on Rainy Lake up in northern Minnesota, and we meet for a week and we share what we're working on, other children's authors primarily. One year, when I was on this island, and I was canoeing with another good friend, Phyllis Root, another children's author, and we were canoeing and paddling away from this island, and all of a sudden I looked behind our canoe and there was a little dog swimming after our canoe. A dog a little bit bigger than Nellie, a Cocker Spaniel. And I was a little worried because the dog was too far from shore. I thought he might get hit by a boat or he might drown, and wanted to help him out. So we paddled over to some rocks, and when we got closer to the rocks, stopped there, waited for him to catch up to our canoe. He jumped on the rocks, jumped into our canoe, and was very happy to go for a ride. I think dogs smile. He seemed to have an ear-to-ear smile on his face. Plus, he also shook his little coat and his little stubby tail, and he got us all wet, but he was a very happy dog. So off we went, paddling along with a dog in our canoe. We came around a bend, and there at the end of a dock was a golden retriever, a much bigger dog, hanging his head, staring at us forlornly, very sad-eyed. Can you drop your head? Maybe. Oh, very sad. And I knew if he could have talked, he would have said, "Can I come too?" So I just out loud put my hand up and said, "No way, this is a one-dog canoe." And then I thought, One Dog Canoe sounds like a picture book title, but I'd never written a picture book. I was writing more adventure stories for boys and girls at the time. But I went back to the cabin I was staying at, wrote down the first ideas for this story, just for me, some silly rhyming things. Something about the story kept calling to me, and I wanted to keep coming back to it and trying to make it better. And making it better means I revised it over and over and over. In total, 32 times of rewriting that story. It seems really simple to write a picture book, but they're actually pretty complicated. Every word has to work. Anyway, I eventually did send it off to a publisher, and they wanted to take it, a New York publisher. We looked for an illustrator. The first illustrator was not able to finish the work. We had to look for another illustrator, and found the amazing, talented Art Hoyt, who lives in Arkansas, and it was his first picture book. He was right out of art school, older student, had some kids at home, and he was tickled to get this project. We've done many picture books since together. And that's how it started. Just taking a canoe out for a paddle one day on one of these beautiful northern lakes up here in northern Minnesota. I love living up north because it gives me a lot of inspiration and a lot of quiet that I need as a writer to pay attention to everything that's around me, and writers draw on their five senses. So I pay attention to what does the air smell like. In this case, I'm sitting beneath some pine trees, and it's pretty pine scented and very fresh. What does it sound like? What do I hear? Well, right now I hear waves lapping nearby. I've got a soft and warm dog in my lap, so that's what I'm feeling. Sense of, what am I missing? Smell? I guess we got that in already. What we can see, smell, hear, taste, touch. Those are the things that we rely on. And I love being able to draw on that for most everything I write. So what do you think, Nellie? There's our story behind the story. Did we do a good job? Do you want to sing? Can you approve? 1, 2, 3. She lives to do this. She even did this on the orchestral hall stage in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Okay, good job. Good job. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.